Superintendent Diane Douglas says she's skeptical but hopeful about the future of Arizona's education system. ABC 15's Lauren Vargas attended her State of the Education address this afternoon and joins us live from the Capitol on this one. Lauren, she admits there's still obviously a lot of room for improvement here.
Well, Katie, she ended her speech today by quoting a newspaper article from 1920, which called Arizona the third best education system in the nation, rather. Now, less than 100 years later, we're nearly at the bottom, but Diane Douglas insists that the plans she has in place are working.
Together, we will make it a national leader in the future.
In her annual State of Education address, Superintendent Diane Douglas told the House Education Committee that Arizona is slowly but surely improving the situation for students, but says there's still a lot of work to do.
I'm going to advocate for as much money as we can get into our school system.
Douglas said Prop 123, which will be voted on in May, shows promise for pumping more money into the classrooms, but she worries it won't be a long-term solution.
We need consistent funding in our schools, that we can't have a program that comes in place, stays in place for a couple of years or a year, and then it's taken away and taken back out.
She also addressed the teacher shortage crisis with nearly 1,200 current openings in 84 districts.
Our education community is concerned. They want to make sure they get the backing that they need.
Douglas says she's taken steps this past year to give parents a bigger role in their child's education and says her main goal is to educate children enough to make their own decisions in the future.
We have a very ugly term that, in my opinion, that has come to vogue in our society, and that is the term of human capital. Our children are not human capital. They are precious gifts from God.
Now, Proposition 123 was not the original plan Diane Douglas had hoped for, but if passed by voters on May 17th, it would put $3.5 billion into the school system over the next decade. Back to you.
Lauren, thank you. And here's something you may want to check out right now. Today, Douglas also announced a new resource for parents. It's a newly redesigned Department of Education website. It's actually dubbed the Parent Gateway. And what you're going to find there now is that it features information on education options, standards, resources, and a lot more information.